Is your audio included?
Yep.
Hey, what is up, my fellow guardians of the grid? Welcome back to another streaming session. Definitely want to say thank you if you're checking out the live stream on Twitch. Also want to say thank you if you're checking out the replay on YouTube. If you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, all I can say is, what are you waiting for? Don't be shy. Go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm a pretty nice guy. Not a pro, not a noob, just a regular dude who enjoys playing video games, started streaming that, sharing that with the world. I welcome anybody who wants to help grow this channel with me. So if you're into this type of content and you enjoy this type of content, please be sure to hit the follow button if you're on Twitch. Make sure you hit the sub button if you are on YouTube. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're made aware anytime I go live or anytime I upload a new video to the channel. If your name is visible to me and you're new to the channel, I'll be sure to give you a shout out on the next video. Shout out to those of you who have recently subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that, as always. Without the new subscribers, we don't grow. So thank you so much for making sure that we are moving forward. For those of you that have already subscribed to the channel, been returning to view the new content, I always like to take a moment and say thank you, as your views and your interactions are the most, that mean the most, simply because without the two of you, without the new and the old, we do not exist. So thank you so much for making sure that we are a thing. With that said, I do have a collection of shorts I've uploaded to the channel, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you share that with fellow guardians, fellow gamers, fellow family members, anybody who you think would enjoy that type of content. All right, now with all the formal stuff out of the way, welcome back, everybody. And it is time for a long-awaited build video. The build video is going to consist of one build, if anything, or if we can, we'll see if we can fit another build. But today, we're going to be checking out the one-shot. Also, we have with us today is Kev, or aka LTDK Wood. He is in the chat. So, welcome. He's also making a build himself.
Yeah, what's happening, everybody?
All right, and now, the first thing we're going to do is, let's check it out. What's up with this one-shot? Why is it so cool? Why does everybody want one? Why are all the kids talking about it? Well, the one-shot is pretty awesome in that if you are looking to just scrounge up a bunch of experience points without having to, increase the difficulty. If you're like me and you like to play games casually on casual mode, then this is kind of the best build to really have, because you can run it solo. You can really mix and match it however you want. As I always say, there's no set way to do this. You do what you want. I'm just giving you the way that I did it. To be fair, I got the idea of the one shot by checking out some other YouTube videos. I can't think of them off the top of my head. If I can pull them up, I'll be sure to do that. Or if anything, I can leave links for their videos in the channel. I'm sure it's in my history somewhere. Either way, as mentioned, this is really just how I did it. Now, I know there's a few different signature gear sets out there that are specific to marksmen, but in this case, I chose Hotshot. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and check out some of the damage that we can deal out here. So first off, you got to get this rolling with a headshot. Bam! Look at that right there. Oh, sorry. Got my dogs barking over here. Now, as you can see, every shot that follows is a headshot. Get that nice little splatter, audio to let you know. Now, as you can also see, is that as I'm hitting these little dummies, the damage goes up and up and up, and it caps out at about 22 million or so, give or take. Now, one of the bigger reasons why I'm able to do this is because of the way I have everything set up. Along with that, I have a nice little Soakum that, you could lay down some really good fire here. And as I stated, or just like with the M700, one headshot will get everything rolling for you. Boom, boom, boom. You can even just kind of boop, 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 boop. For the sidearm, again, this is really up to you. I chose with the 50 cal, and as just like the other two weapons with it, I can also hit him in the head, and everything is a headshot after that. Now, how am I doing this? What makes this build so awesome? Hold on a second here. I messed that up. Nope. Boop. Yep, there we go. Boop. Boop. There we go. Now, in order to make this build work, like I stated, there's a few different signature weapons, or signature gear sets that you can use that are centered around the marksman, but I chose hot shot. Now, and going back to the basics of making a build, or at least the basics that I like to follow, I like to try to, if I'm doing a signature set, I like to just make sure that I keep the backpack and the vest slots open, because that's 2 free talents that you get. And you also, if you got a gear set, you also get 2 gear buffs, if you will. Now with hot shot, we'll jump right into it. You get 30% marksman rifle damage. Boom. You get 30% handling. So that means if you're rocking something like a bolt action, you're going to be doing it a lot faster. So you're going to be cycling that weapon a lot faster. You're going to be able to aim down sights a lot faster. So that's always good. And then you have the 30% headshot damage. Again, always good. And then you have the 4-piece McNugget set. Headache. Your first headshot with a marksman rifle will increase the next shot by 20%. The second consecutive headshot with a marksman rifle will give you 10% armor. If you're at full armor, it will give a bonus armor max of 50% of current armor value. Third consecutive headshot will refill the magazine, so if you're like me and you like to run pistol arrow for some extra XP, this will work for you really well. And again, it's really good for a solo build. Now, from the 4th headshot forward, agents will all get all 3 bonuses for each consecutive headshot kill. Missing a headshot will reset the cycle. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, how in the F am I supposed to just get 4 headshots in a row, with a sniper rifle set, right? Because, the sniper rifles in this game are a little hit and miss from time to time, no pun intended. Now, one way I combat that is, or one thing that you can add, or what talent that you'll need to have, is going to be determined. Now, if you have determined, you can get it for just about every weapon, I believe. But I have it for I have it for a marksman. I also have it for regular rifles, and then I also have it for pistols. So the talent, let's go ahead and check it out. Determined. After killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on an enemy will be a guaranteed headshot. So that means once I pop you in the head once, anything after that is going to be a headshot. So that's why you want to make sure that when you're building when you're trying to roll some of these items, if you're trying to roll them or if you're out there looking for them, you want to make sure you get stuff that is that's already going to have either high weapon damage or high headshot damage. That'll really help expand your build for a one-shot, because all of your buffs rely on whatever the base damage is, right? With that, I put that on all 3 of my weapons, so that way, because that's just the way that it runs. And now, here is where you can really start to get creative with how you want to run your build. These 2 extra slots here, I chose the Habsburg Guard. Again, this was a kind of a gimme, or this was a little nugget that I picked up from one of the videos. I was not aware of this until I actually saw that video. But again, the Habsburg Guard. This will give you 15% headshot if you have one, and then you get 20% marksman rifle damage for the second slot. So if you have both the backpack and the vest, now you have you get both of those buffs, right? Now, the other thing is the talents. Now, one of the talents that you are going to need, especially for the backpack, that talent is going to be, hold on, sorry, I was supposed to have that pulled up already, library. That talent is going to be, where is it? Concussion. Headshots increase total weapon damage. Oh, no, is that the one? Let me see. I have it right here. Yes, so concussion. Headshots increase total weapon damage by 10% for 1.5 seconds, 5 seconds with a marksman rifle. Headshot kills increase total weapon damage by 15% for 10 seconds. So again, more buffs for your rifle. And because you're going to be laying down shots so fast, this buff actually it sticks around pretty long after you get a nice little thing rolling. Now, for the vest, I put Headhunter on the vest slot. After killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 125% of that killing blow's damage. Damage is capped at 800% of your weapon damage. This is raised to 1250% if your headshot damage is greater than 150. So, as you can see, once you get everything rolling, things start stacking up ridiculously. And it is so awesome. It is so much fun when you could just line up sights and lay shots down. Now, for my skills, I went ahead and chose the Pulse because I'm a fan of the Pulse. It just gives you that Super Saiyan power-up blast, and it freezes everybody in their tracks. Not to mention, it immediately throws a status on them, so if you have things that roll off statuses, that's pretty good. For my setup here, again, it just works. And then I have the drone, so that way, you know, they have something to kind of focus on. Since I run this solo a lot, this kind of takes the aggro off of me, and it actually will pull people out of cover. So now I have targets in the open, and I can start laying down shots. Now, moving on to the defensive side of this, one of the things you want to keep in mind is that if you're gonna be trying to run this as a welcome to the party there, Mr. Peck. Now, if you're going to be running this as a solo build, for your secondary weapon, I would recommend maybe a rifle, only because it works with the rhythm of the build itself. Now, if you're the type of player who can switch from a marksman rifle to an auto or to a shotgun or a semi, whatever you want to do, run it how you want. Like I said, there's really there's no set way on how to do this. This is just how I run it. Now, again, if you got to make sure that you build in some defenses with this. With mine, I went ahead and used my mod slots for not only headshots, but also armor on kill. I know here on my backpack, I have, oh wait, hold on, let me check. Oh no, I'm sorry. For this build, I simply have headshot increases on everything. The reason why I'm able to keep my armor up is because the buffs that you get from the hot shot keep your armor rolling. So you always get that bonus armor, and like I said, you're able to just kind of keep everything looking good. Now, this build does have a potential for 50 million damage. It's pretty ridiculous. I'll show it to you guys here. Hold on a second. Now, if you have this specific weapon, this could really make your build kind of OP, if you ask me. Let's see here. Now, the only thing about this is that you don't have determined, so that means that you actually have to hit your headshots. All right. So we have 8 million right off the bat. That was 24 million. 40 million, and then I think this is the last one. 45 million? Oh no, I think we get one more. 47 million. I think it caps there. Yeah, I think it caps at 47. Or was that a 48? Yeah, 47. So this specific sniper rifle is the Nemesis. I'm not sure where I got it from, but in order to use it, you have to hold the trigger down until it charges and then let it go. But again, you have the potential of 47 million damage off of this with headshots. Now, for my weapons, the way that I have these set up, I chose the M700 carbine only because it has a magazine. You can choose the M700, the bolt action, but when you reload, your character will have to reload each and every single round. So it's really up to you, but you do get a little bit more damage off of it. This one, it peaks out at 1.1 million, which is pretty good. I threw an ACOG on it because for quick sight acquisition, when you're running a one-shot, you're really not going to be taking really long shots with it. It's going to be anywhere between mid to long range. But if you're taking shots further out than that, then just close the distance and make your life a little easier. I run the stability on it because for whatever reason, I feel like with stability, I'm able to do I can aim down sights, and the aim assist works a lot better when you have stability turned up on the weapon. Another weapon that I like to use with this is it's another bolt action. I'm not sure if it's in here. Let me see. Yes, the SR1 replica. This is another one that I like to run with this build because it's small, it's compact, and it runs the same as an M700. Where did I put it? Oh, that's stash. Sorry. Oop. Now, when I run this specific build, this is pretty fun. Let's see here. Now, you can run it with a VX1 scope, and it'll give you a 35%. Now, if you're running it the way I am with the sniper class, then you get the digital scope. With the digital scope, you get plus 45 headshot damage, which obviously is pretty awesome. The only bad part for me is because of the fact this is going to be a solo build and it's a one-shot, I don't really have time for it to be aiming down the actual scope. There's no way to aim down sights from third-person view. It always goes to first-person view. To combat that, I use the ACOG, because then you do have the option to aim down a zoom sight, but I've noticed that it doesn't really do much. It doesn't really magnify anything. It just gives you the ACOG reticle. So you could do that if you are planning on hitting targets that are a little bit further out. But I'll either run that, or if I'm feeling froggy, I will run the Russian red dot, because you get a 5% critical hit damage, and you can still aim down sights in third person with that. For the range purpose, we will go ahead and throw on this one here. And then same thing, I need to change this out. I like to run stability stuff just so that I can get that aim down sights a lot better. So we'll take a couple shots here. Oop. Oop. And then every shot after that is going to be a headshot. And just to kind of give you an idea, that's on medium. This is hard right here. Still got everything rolling. And yeah, you could really clear a board really fast with this build. And then we'll switch over to the M700, get it rolling. Boop, 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 boop. And then I like, have this going. And then I'll show you the Desert Eagle. Now every shot after that is going to be a headshot. See that? Pretty cool. Especially if you're running Pistolero. Really good way, really fast way to get some ammo built up. Alright. And then as you can see right there at the bottom, you get some bonus armor as you go forward, or as you take down targets. So this really does make for a pretty awesome build. Again, I do like to run the TAC 50 rifle. And then I'll let you guys get a screenshot of how I have everything set up. I mean, with 165 points, there's really not much difference. There's really not a lot of different stuff you can do, but I'll let you guys get a look at it so you can see how I have that set up. Really, the only difference is right down here in the weapon set. It really just matters what type of weapons you're going to be running. And, mostly for this, I like to run marksman and what is it called? Increase marksman, and then what's going on here? Let's change that, shall we? It's assault. Let's move that over here. There we go. Oh, I see. What is that? Oh, that must be in my stash. Anyway, again, that is the build. That is the one-shot build that I have. If you guys have questions about it, go ahead and leave that in the comments section below. I'll be moving on to do another build video probably within the next couple of days, but I know that this one in particular is one that I wanted to share with everybody because it's really fun to. It's super fun, and you don't have to have a lot of stuff to make it work. Give you a quick look at this. Again, I use weapon damage, or I've tried to crank up the weapon damage and headshot damage as much as possible. That's one of the keys about any one-shot build that you're trying to do, is that you want to make sure you're focusing on getting that weapon damage up and getting that headshot damage up. Other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are able to make the build, or if you have one of your own, you can leave a comment of the build in the section below as well. If anything, if you leave a comment below with your build, I'll build it out. We'll do a video on it and I'll run it. We'll see what it's like. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for checking out the video. That concludes the stream today. Definitely want to thank you if you're checking out the live stream on Twitch. Also want to say thank you if you're checking out the replay on YouTube. If you're new to the channel and are not yet subscribed, What are you waiting for? Go ahead and don't be shy. Go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm a pretty nice guy. Not a pro, not a noob, just a regular dude who enjoys playing video games. Started streaming that, sharing that with the world. Welcome anybody who wants to help grow that channel with me. So if you're into this type of content, please be sure to share this with fellow guardians, fellow gamers, fellow family members, anybody who you think would enjoy this type of content. Thank you so much again, you guys. I will catch you on the next stream.